Hello, everyone. It's Spirit House again. If you like what you see here, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. It helps to grow my channel. Today, I'll be reading chapter 3 of The Message of the Divine Iliad by Walter Russell. And the chapter is called Who Am I? There is but one process of thinking, for there is but one mind. There are not two minds, nor two methods of thinking, nor are there two sets of laws governing thinking, nor are there two separate substances, nor two separate things, nor two separate beings in my universe. All thinking is universal thinking. All thinking things are thinking in unison. All are creating that which they are thinking. All thinking beings are self-creating. All thinking beings are creating all things. Man is creator of himself. Man is the creator of all that is. When man shall know my language of light, then shall he know my voice. My still small voice within universal man speaks to him the language of light, in words and tones, a rhythmic waves extended from my light. Within the heart of thinking Within the heart of thinking man, my silent voice has forever asked, Who am I? Who am I? Since the beginning, man cried aloud, Who am I? And my voice forever answers, Thou art I the universal one, and thou whom thou art creating in my image. I am I. I am I whom I am creating. I am the universal I. I am all that is and thee. I am he that is one with me. I am the empire of I that am I. Since the beginning, my voice within man forever asks, Whence came I? And my voice forever answers, I came from God. I am of God. I am soul record of idea. Where God is, I am. Where I am, there God is. Within man, my eternal voice demands, What am I? And my familiar voice within man answers, I am the body of God, born of his substance. God is mind. I am mind. God is truth. I am truth. God is love. I am love. God is life. I am life. God is light. I am light. God is power, and I am power. God is rest and balance. I am rest and balance. What God is, I am. What he commands, I command. My purpose is his purpose. God lives in me. My inheritance is from God and of God. He gives his all to me. He withholds nothing. The divinity of me is thine and mine. It is that which is recorded within the soul of me. It is the Holy Spirit within the sanctuary of me. I am an idea of thine. The body of me is the idea of the soul of me. It is thine and mine. I am the master sculptor. My body is the plastic clay. My soul is the mother mold of my body, the matrix for my regeneration. I am what I am. I shall be what I desire to be. What I am, I have desired to be. I am the sum of my own desire. I am thou, creator of myself. Thou art I, creator of all. I am thou, creator of all, for thou hast made it known in my heart that I am not of myself alone. I am thou, and thou art I. I am the farthermost star, and of the blade of grass in my dooryard. I am of my brother, and of the mountain. The ecstasy of my thinking varies the spectra of 10 times 10 billion stars and illumines the ether of endless space. Thy thinking has created all that is. My thinking is thy thinking. My thinking has created all that is. I am ecstatic man. I am man self-creating. I am God, creator of man. I am father of myself. I am son of the living God. The ends of space are mine. I shall know no limitations that are not thy limitations. Within man, my still small voice asks ceaselessly, Why am I? And my voice answers, I am an expression of the universal passion of creation. God created me that I should fulfill his purpose. God gave me desire to create and the power of creation. God dwells within me. I shall not deny the power within me, which is God within me. I shall not close the ears of my soul to the whisperings of my soul, which makes me dwell on the mountaintop in ecstasy of inner thinking. The universal desire is expression of idea through the rhythm of thinking, in accord with a law, an endless sequence throughout endless space. Within man, my ever-questioning universal voice beseeches, "Whither am I bound?" And my voice answers, "God was my beginning, is my substance, and shall be my end. From the one I came, to the one I return, but I tarry by the way to do the will of the one. I am universal man, the image of my Creator. Ecstasy and exaltation attend me, for I know that all that is within me. My dwelling place is in the high heavens on the mountain top, above the waters and the earth. I arrange the high heavens in ecstasy. My feet are wings, the ends of space are mine. I sing praises unto all the universe by the way. The hosts of heaven rejoice with me by the way. I had denied my unity, my universality I had not known. My dwelling place was the earth. I walked the earth heavily in chains. My earth-bound feet dragged heavily after me. I wearied of the long road. My back bent with the aches of its burden. I was lonely and the way dark. I shall not deny my oneness and live in the loneliness of the dark. I shall know my universality, and I shall dwell on the mountaintop in the light of inner knowing. Hope dwells in the light. Despair lurks in the dark. Life and growth are of the light. Death and destruction are of the dark. The end of Chapter 3. Chapter 4. Cosmic Messengers. When man gives to other men the inspiration which has come to him, he is a cosmic messenger of the living God, delivering to man his revelation from the Holy of Holies. The genius, the super thinker with imagination who brings beauty to the world, is inspired man in thinking. The genius, the super thinker with imagination who brings beauty to the world, is inspired man thinking in light. The greater the imagination, the greater the perception of the reality of universal existence. Hence, the greater the intelligence. The lesser the imagination, the greater the illusion of existence. The greater the imagination, the nearer to oneness and the farther from separateness. The inspired genius of great imagination has great knowledge. He is able to use his knowledge creatively. Those things which he desires to know, he may know. The humble poet, inspired by knowledge conveyed to him by contemplation of the orbs of night, may give to man a message of truth which will outlive long generations of the learned whose disproved facts have died in the proving. Genius is the forerunner of civilization. Genius knows the ecstasy of the high heavens and the mountaintop. Genius is the bridge between man and God. He who wills may cross it. Genius is locked within the soul of every man. He who wills may unlock its doors and know its ecstasy. Genius gives to man that which alone endures, which man has named art. No work of man can endure which is not born of inspiration and created in ecstasy. Genius gives to man idea, rhythm, and form, which are of the soul and beyond which, in the created universe, there is nothing. Genius knows no limitation within those which are universal. Genius knows love and truth in all their fullness. Genius translates the word of the universal one into the word of man for the soul of man. They who attain the ecstasy of genius are ordained messengers of the universal one. Genius lifts man from the lowly stage of ferment. Man still is new. He is still but in the ferment. Genius lifts brute man to gentle man. Genius gives man to the harmonies of universal rhythm, without which all is discord. Genius gives to man knowledge which is of the soul. He who tunes his heart to the messages of genius purifies himself. No impurity can there be in his heart, for verily he then is in communion with the Holy One. The pure in heart know their universality. Man may know his oneness in the light. He who listens to the translations of genius knows the word of creation. He knows the rhythms of the universal language of light. Genius awaits him who listens. The messages of genius are for the soul of man. The senses of man comprehend them not. To him whose soul is quickened into ecstasy, God speaks from the trees of the forest, and he understands. To him the silent voice of nature speaks, with understanding from the babbling brook and the pounding sea. He knows all things. To him universal mind unfolds truth from the light of the sun and the blue dome of the heavens. He has all knowledge. To him the rosy dawn and the golden autumn sing messages, which are to him as an anointing from the Holy One. He knows no limitation. He who has not ears of the soul to hear crucifies genius. He who has not the ears of the soul to hear crucifies genius. The penalty of genius is crucifixion. The reward of genius is immortality. Whom man crucifies does he glorify with immortality. 7 cities warred for Homer being dead, who living had no roof to shroud his head. Genius desires no reward. The glory of genius is humility. Genius knows not the taint of arrogance. The genius has all knowledge within himself. Inspiration will unlock the doors of all knowledge. All knowledge exists in its entirety in all the universe. All knowledge, being universal, exists in man. The universe is omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent. The end of Chapter 4. Chapter 5, Salutation to the Day. And this was observed in Egyptian times too. This is just a side note for me. Salutation to the day. The dawn telleth the coming of the new day. I turn my eyes to the morning and purge myself in the purity of the dawn. My soul quickeneth with the beauty of the dawn. Today is and will be. Yesterday was and has been. My yesterday is what I made it. I see in it memory perfect or imperfect. My today is what I will make it. I will to make it perfect. I am man. I have free right to choose. I may do as I will to do. I have the power to build the day or to rend the day. The day will be of my making, either perfect or imperfect, good or bad, as I choose to live it in spirit or in flesh, on the mountaintop or earthbound. The day is of my choosing. None shall stay my hand in the making of the day. If I rend the day, I build 10 other days, mayhap 10 times 10, to undo the rending. The universal one will not allow this day to go unlived, to the glory of him whom I am, nor to the fulfillment of his command, nor to the fulfillment of his purposes. If I build the day, I will have lived the day to the glory of the one in the fulfillment of that part of his purpose which is mine to fulfill, so that I may meet the day with knowledge to build the day. I will look into my soul while it is yet dawn, before the morning breaketh. These are the words with which I greet the day. These are words of the morning. This is the spirit of the dawn. This is the thought with which I meet the day, which descendeth upon me and which cannot be turned away. Who am I? I alone am not I. Thou, my Father, art I. I am favored of thee, my Creator. I am of the inner mind. I know the ecstasy and exaltation of genius. All power is mine. I know my omnipotence. I have all knowledge. I know my omniscience. To me the universe is an open book. I need not to learn, I know. I see the unseen from the mountaintop. I hear the music of the spheres. I know the transcendent joy of creation. I know my universality. I am the light of universal thinking. I translate the language of light into the words of man for those who know not their universality. Immortality is mine. I will earn immortality. I will bestow immortality. Mine is the power to give immortality. I shall not deny that which shall give immortality to those who dwell in darkness and who reach out for the light. I will reach out my hand into the darkness and lead him that asketh into the light. I will keep my body charged with energy for the fulfillment of my purpose in accordance with that which is commanded of me. I have knowledge of my body through age-long memory of the building of my body. The power of the dynamic universe is behind my thinking. I have the power of self-vitalization and revitalization of my body to multiply its productivity in fulfillment of that which is commanded of me. I have power to revitalize others whom I have made to believe. To him who believes, I will give power to do that which is his to do, for the glory of man and the glory of the One. I stand on the electrodes of the universe of energy. Power is mine to give by the wayside. I will not deny to any man who asketh the power which is mine to give. I have no limitations. Unlimited power is mine within those which are universal. I will do today that which is of today, and pay no heed to the tomorrow, nor waste regrets on that which was yesterday. My day shall be filled to overflowing, yet shall I not haste the day, nor shall I waste the day. Those things which I must do, I shall desire to do. A menial task which must be mine, that shall I glorify, and make an art of it. Defeat I shall not know. It shall not touch me. I will meet it with true thinking, resisting it will be my strengthening. But if perchance the day shall give me to the bitter cup, it shall sweeten in the drinking. Courtesy will be in my heart to give to all. My joy will be in serving. My power will be in thinking true. My power will be in knowing. My power will be in humility. The taint of arrogance will I not know. That which is I will I keep within the shadow of the beautiful temple of modesty, but my doings will I send forth into the light that all may see. Therefore must my doings be true. Force will I meet with gentleness, and patience with patience. Truth will guide my footsteps through tortuous paths that lead me to the glory of the day's golden evening. I will see beauty and goodness in all things. From all that is unlovely will my vision be immune. God dwelleth in me, and all that God hath to give, he giveth me. He withholdeth nothing. Blessed be the new day which descendeth upon me. I greet thee, O day. I cross thy threshold with joy and thanksgiving. My eyes are in the high heavens as I enter thy sacred temple. I will sing the day through with a glad song, that the problems of the day shall be as chaff before the wind, and that others may hearken to my song and be quickened. My countenance shall reflect the spirit within me, that all may see. Descendeth upon me, O blessed day of opportunity. Thou shalt not find me wanting.